Welcome back to another episode of the Great Bump Talk. We got a special guest, one of my church family members, Dr. Kimberley Fielder. So, Dr. Kim, you can just tell the people what you do and describe your job.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's well. I am a chiropractor. I have been in practice for about 17 years. And, chiropractic is one of those things that, people kind of sum up and figure, oh, I'm going to go to the doc and get my back cracked. That's not really what I do. It's a little bit deeper than that. But chiropractic means that it's done by hands. So a lot of my work and a lot of the techniques that I choose to use are done by hand. Okay. But the whole premise of what chiropractic is having an optimal nervous system. So the way your nervous system functions equals how your musculoskeletal system is going to function. So poor nervous system, poor musculoskeletal system. And I've been helping people for a little over 17 years in having a healthier nervous system. My youngest patient is about a week old.
Wow.
And my oldest patient is about 89.
Wow.
So I've seen a lot of people in between, athletes, families, all sorts of folks. So it's been pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So could you give us some info and people out there some info about how your job is important for athletes, in particular, and how often that athletes like me, myself, could should see a chiropractor?
Yeah. I'll start with a short lesson, the body. Yeah. We all know that the body has a unique ability to heal itself, right? So if you cut yourself, you don't have to tell your body, I need so many blood cells and this much to heal it, it knows how to do it on its own. But with chiropractic is gonna help aid the process of healing by increasing motion, particularly in the joints and especially the spine. So in order to have optimal conditioning and shape, athletes, should be adjusted on a regular basis. It's not like I'm gonna go twice and I got better joints, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna go often, especially if you're hard on your body. You wanna go all the time to be sure that your body's keeping up with all of the injury and damage that you're doing to it.
So basically, you're trying to say the more you put on your body, the more you should go see a chiropractor.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And some people think, I gotta pay this doctor all the time. Listen. Yeah. Health is an investment.
Yeah.
So if you're serious about being healthy, invest in yourself.
Invest in your body.
Absolutely.
Very important. So, just a general question, just for athletes and people out there, how important is taking care of your body, on the court, off the court, on the field?
Yeah.
And as an athlete, how important is taking care of your body actually?
I'm gonna say 1,000,000,000% important. It is so important that the American Chiropractic Association, they, I guess it's 90% of Olympic stated athletes use chiropractors. So all NFL teams have an on-staff chiropractor. And most of the MLB teams have on-staff chiropractors. It's very, very, very major. So if you think about it, how many bodies do you have?
On the team?
On you.
Oh, me.
It's just you, right?
Just one.
It's just one body. It's, one of those things that, for your teeth, the health of your teeth, we need to go to the dentist, right? Exactly. We need to make sure those things are in order, or we need to make sure that we get physicals to be sure that our body's working right.
Exactly.
Same thing. So you're using your spine every day, you're using joints every day, you're putting strain on them, and you want them to be in motion the best they can. So on the court, off the court, it's important to keep and take care of your spine and your body.
So, going off that, I know when I was a freshman going into college, coming from high school, I would never, be in the training room.
Yes.
Every time, I would see somebody in the training room, I'd be like, okay, like they just don't want to practice.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
But when I got to college, like, and I seen like people older than me, like they in the training room every single day, and
Yes.
like the more I watch sports, like they take care of their body every day. So like I learned that being in the training room isn't a bad thing. Like,
Yes.
taking care of your body is actually a good thing. Like,
It is.
Get a routine. So that's something I would tell like a younger athlete is to like hop on that early. So when you in college or professional, like you know how to take care of your body and routines to make.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a mindset. Being under chiropractic care, you know, for the majority of my patients, I say consider it a lifestyle. So being in the training room doesn't mean you're sick or, you know, trying to get away from working out, but it's more of accountability to yourself. More of a tool so that you're able to perform better. So it's important. Glad you saw that.
So I know you're a chiropractor, but I know you also know a lot about like well-being in general. So like how important is nutrition as an athlete? Like how important is that?
Okay, so again, like your body, you want to be accountable to it, right? So I've always said this thing, and we've heard this, you know, you are what you eat, right? So if you bring in garbage, if you eat out all the time, fast food, junk food, sugar, you're going to perform that same way. You know, sometimes it's by the grace of God, you know, that you're able to like, okay, I got a gift, I'm going to still work. But over time, your body's not going to put up with that. It's going to show up in your game and in your sport as well. So I would say nutrition is probably one of the most major factors of performance. Yeah.
So you feel like nutrition and like taking care of your body, like taking care of yourself in the training room and like stretching, that all goes hand in hand?
It goes hand in hand. If you know, don't sleep well or you don't take time to rest, you know, not just sleep all the time, but just rest, regroup, repair, you know, rehydrate, your body's going to not perform for you well at all.
Yeah, I feel like this whole like conversation is tying in with like what I've like actually been through as a college player, because freshman year, like I said, like I wasn't really tapped into like taking care of my body stuff. So like, I mean, I used to eat out all the time. Like in high school I did it, so I thought it was gonna work in college. So, but I actually had to learn and sit down and really do like my research and go through things like injuries to like find out like what you really need to do and put in your body. So this a good conversation for like me and like people that's gonna go through it as well. So,
absolutely. In your nutrition journey, have you what have you stuck to? What's your diet look like?
Mine, I mean, on the weekends, I use those as like I can eat anything I want. But like,
your cheat days.
Like during the week, I try to get like a lot of grilled food and seafood. Like, that's what I try to eat. But like I know my mom, like she get mad at me because I don't really eat vegetables a lot. So like I be trying to like get them in for real. But I like substitute a lot of that for fruit. And I drink a lot of smoothies during the week. So that's how I'm trying to do it. But I don't know if that's the right way, but I'm trying to get my routine and get right. So.
And pulling it in more.
Yeah, trying to get there. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So sports aside, do you feel like people's health and wellness should be taken more serious like in today's world, like in society?
I would say yes. Just in general, our society, if you kind of look, and it's not everybody, right? Because I think a lot of people are starting to wake up like, oh, if we don't take care of ourselves, like nobody else is going to do this for us.
Exactly.
But if you look at health, just in general, we've been on a disease pathway, you know, so like, oh, I've got diabetes or I've got some sort of chronic illness, right? So I'm going to jump on, I need to take these pills and these pills are going to make me all better. People not getting better, okay? And, you know, just in general, I think if we were to think about health as far as like, there's a term called salutogenesis. And that term basically translates into origins of health. So like if my home life is bad, or if my, cultural inputs are bad, or my mindset, if those things are not well, then I'm not going to be a well person.
Yeah.
I don't care if I eat right, exercise or do all those things. But if I don't kind of know how to cope with life,
Exactly.
it's not going to be easy. So I think we've got some more work to do to get on into that wellness arena. But, everybody has to make a decision to do that.
It's like it's a work in progress.
It is.
Like, everybody not on the same page when it comes to like taking care of themselves.
For sure.
So, like a lot of people not going to really listen. But
Yes.
you can lead somebody to water, but you can't make them drink.
Right,
So,
right.
It's going to be a work in progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, my next question is like kind of personal. Why do you feel like it takes an injury for people to start taking their body more serious?
Can I be honest?
Yeah, I'm completely honest. Completely.
Okay, so when I thought about this, I was like, man, I said, there's so many scientific words that we could come up with, or, excuses is what I call it, right? But not all people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, though, are lazy. And they would rather take the easy way out. And, it's not until injury occurs that, oh my gosh, like I am in this body.
Exactly.
And I got to now figure out what to do to make me better so that I can go perform again, and that's athletes as well as the layperson, because performance may equal, I got to take care of my family now, So a lot of folks are lazy and they don't want to really think it's not going to happen to me. It's kind of a mindset until it happens. And then it's just like, oh man, I got to figure something out to get better. And that's a sad thing. And that's not everybody's, I guess, reasoning, because injury does occur and it can happen to the best of people. But at the same point, we got to take some accountability.
Yeah.
Like, am I doing all I can to help my body, or am I just doing enough?
A little bit to get by.
Yeah.
Because I asked that question because like that's what it took for me to wake up. Like I mean, it is what it is. I can't like sugarcoat it. Like I wasn't taking care of my body the way I was supposed to. So, I mean, my body did what it did. So now I know what to do now. So,
For sure.
And like I'm blessed to be back 100% healthy. But
that's beautiful.
Like, the thing about it, I just gotta stay with the routine and keep taking care of it. So
absolutely
I needed that question to be answered just to see what you thought.
Yes. But, I know. I wish it was an easy answer where I could be like, here, do this formula and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
But there is a formula, and it's like just keep your mind, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of yourself, be intentional every day, even the days you wake up and you're like, man, I don't feel like eating this vegetable today. Like I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't feel like drinking water. I want some Kool-Aid.
I feel you.
But in the long run, your body will help you if you help it.
Yeah. So what should a normal diet for an athlete look like in your eyes? Like,
okay, for me, because I'm not a nutritionist. Okay, all right, just putting that out there. But I would say just in general, there's something called macros. Have you heard of that term? Okay, so macros are your carbohydrates, mainly, your proteins and healthy fats, right? So for an athlete, and there's a lot of things out there that says like, okay, no carbs or low carbs. The wrong carbs, yes. Yeah. But your body thrives on carbs to live. Like you need that source or sources of sugar to be able to perform and to be able to be, mobile and all of those things. So I'm going to tell you, got to eat your veggies, okay, and your fruits, all right? If you were to have a plate, so half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. And these are your like non-starchy vegetables. So if you look at your fist, 1 to 2 servings should be like half of that plate.
Okay.
Okay. Again, like when you think about it, like watermelon, strawberries, cantaloupe, all of those things, sometimes as an athlete, well, you may hear like, don't eat that stuff because it's too full of sugar. Those are really good things for you because you're going to burn that sugar off in a matter of no time. But it also hydrates you as well. So think of that. So your fruits and vegetables, half of your plate.
Half of the plate. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now your proteins are going to be like, especially like your seafood, your chicken, poultry, that stuff should be about the size of your palm. So if you open up your hand here, not the whole fingers now.
Just the palm.
Just the palm.
Okay.
That should be the size of your protein.
Okay.
Okay, per meal. And then your healthy fats, those are things like avocado or your nut butters, seeds, things of that nature. That should be about the size of your thumb.
Okay.
So if you're like, I don't know what to eat, or how if you go to the Beacon or something like that, you
Exactly.
get your big plate. It's not that plate at all.
Yeah, not that type of plate.
And then we cannot leave out water. Because hydration is so powerful as well. It's almost like its own part of nutrition on its own. If you're filling up like your water bottles, your regular, Gatorade bottles, I would say 3 to 5 of those bottles per day is what you should be drinking. And that's minimum. I tell my patients half of their body weight in ounces is what they should be taking in.
That's how they did that in school. Like when I was at my old school, everybody stepped on a scale and we did half of that in ounces. And we had to drink that every day.
Yes.
They kept up with it. So we were definitely hydrated at old school for sure. So I get that. So the last question is another general question. Is there anything else you would like to give an athlete, like in general, health-wise or like mentally-wise, like anything?
Yeah, I'm just going to say when I saw this, I was like, there's no magic bullet or, you got to work out. You got to work hard to get what you want. Skill, all those things. You got to do repetitious things. But the same way you take care of your physical body, you need to take care of your whole entire self. So like, that's going to include like your mind, making sure that you're mentally sharp as well. Like you need to be sure that, yes, you're going to be competing against other people. That's cool. You can study them. You can figure out what they're doing, all that stuff. But your greatest competition should be yourself. So when you're able to beat you, every day, then that's like powerful to me. I think it makes you even stronger because, athletes, you have a certain time that you're able to compete, After that time, who are you? You know what I mean? Like once that is done, once your last time is on the court, you know what I'm saying? Who are you after that? So take the time early on, to start asking the hard questions, like not that you're getting soft or, you not wanting to compete like you should anymore. No, like you need to see yourself as a whole person. And then I also thought about like, what lessons would you be willing to take from the court? What lessons will you pass on? Because you should be wanting to leave legacy, not just, I was the greatest player ever,
Sure.
No, like what legacy are you going to be creating? And what seeds will you plant so that you can pass, what you know on? I think that's just powerful.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to take one thing you said that really caught my attention. It's like, as hard as you work on the court, like work on yourself the same amount of time. Like, that's real important for me because I know, like me, I put like everything into like my craft. Like, and I feel like if I put everything into taking care of myself, like I'll be a way better player and like a better person overall. So
absolutely,
like, I can tell like whoever watching, like just take care of yourself, work hard, like on and off the court, like
absolutely,
whatever you do. So I appreciate that one.
Absolutely. I'm just going to put a couple plugs in here. I have a really good relationship with a nutritional advisor and a personal trainer. He is amazing. His information is chizfit.net. It's my brother David Chisholm.
Okay.
He does great work with helping everybody to figure out what their macros are, because there's a whole science to nutrition. And then with chiropractic care, Healthy Spines, the number 4all.com. I'm located in the Spartanburg area. If you are not in this area, I'd be willing to help you find a chiropractor. I think it's just something very, very important that you should have in your arsenal. It's not, the whole thing, but it's a tool that is used to help build performance and create better outcomes.
So we do a top 5 segment on here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, what's your top 5 reasons that somebody should see a chiropractor?
Okay. I'm going to say the reduction of pain. Okay. Increasing one's mobility.
Okay.
So being flexible. Increase in wellness. Increase in longevity. And increase nervous system function or performance.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this episode of Great Bump Talk. If you need anything chiropractic matter, just hit up Dr. Kim. She's the best. I appreciate you having you.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And we out.